say I was super happy how that workout went. I really did not think I was gonna be able to hit 410 on squat, given that I did a 2.5 hour bike ride yesterday at race pace. So overall, very happy with today's session. Didn't film, but at the end of the session, I did a 5-mile run. Went well, just super easy pace. So right now we have to go pick up my bike before we get a swim in, because my bike had to get serviced and put into a bike bag for the long travel to New Zealand. If you're not a triathlete, one of the scariest things is putting your bike in a bike bag and just praying that, one, it gets to New Zealand. 2, that it gets to New Zealand not broken in 1,000 pieces. So anyway, let's go to the bike shop and go pick up my bike. Made it back from the bike shop. Let's go through everything I'm packing for the Ironman 70.3 World Championship. False alarm. I thought I was gonna have time to go through my packing for the Ironman with you guys, but I ended up having a meeting, then film some content that I had to get filmed before I leave for the race, and now I have to go get a swim in. So after the swim, we'll get to the packing of the Ironman. Today's swim, I was supposed to do 5 by 500 yards, but I think I might just swim for about 45 minutes straight, just at a comfortable, easy pace. Let's go get it done. 2,500 yards done. I'm definitely not in swim shape, but thankfully I was able to get it done. A couple weeks left to try to get a little bit more swim fitness. You know, over the next 2 weeks, I'll be tapering some, and so my running and cycling will come down a lot, and then I'll get in the pool a lot more, and then hopefully feel a lot more comfortable swimming by the time race day comes. Because if I'm honest, that 2,500 yards was kind of brutal. Thankfully, my heart rate was pretty low, but it was still really rough. Also, from my leg session earlier today, my calves, my quads, and my feet were cramping throughout it. So all in all, rough 2,500 yards, but we got it in. Good morning, guys. So yesterday afternoon, I obviously did not get to show you guys my packing for the Ironman. My son got home, and then we ended up just playing and riding bikes and all of that outside, and then had to get dinner and stuff ready, so didn't get around to it, but today we are going to do that. Oliver just got in the car with our nanny to go to school. I'm about to go get a workout in, and then we will finally show you guys the packing. So let's go get some training in. My cabinet of goods. So before my workout, I'm gonna be taking some Outwork nutrition pre-workout, and I'm gonna be taking that with some fuel. I'll have about 150 to 200 calories in this to make sure I'm well fueled for my workout today. Also has some electrolytes. So here's the macros and the nutrition profile there, and then this is about 300 milligrams of caffeine. Let's get it. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. I think it's 20 degrees right now, and I am freezing. Thankfully, the gym is not too far, but I doubt my car will be able to warm up by the time I get there, so I'm just gonna go get there and start working out, because I am so cold. Ah! We're done with the hard intervals. I'm supposed to do like a 5 to 10 minute cool down, but I have 3 minutes until a meeting, so we're just gonna cool down for the next 2 minutes and then try to get ready for my meeting. Ooh, that lighting is terrible. Anyway, 45-minute easy cycle in the books. 45. I did it at about 200 watts. My legs were super sore from the leg session that we had the other day. So just kind of a recovery spin now. Finally, the whole point of this video, let's go see what we're packing for the Ironman 70.3 World Championship. Packing for an Ironman, let's do it. If this is your first triathlon, what I would recommend is finding a systematic way to pack for a race every single time. So every time I race, I do things the exact same way, every single time, same bag, same system to make sure I do not miss anything. So let's go through it. Still see me? All right, so the bag that I use is this big tier bag here. So it's a tier travel bag, and it can fit pretty much anything and everything you need for a triathlon. So in this bag, I kind of break it up by discipline. So the first thing would be the swim. Before the swim, you do have a morning clothes bag. I'm not necessarily gonna show you my morning clothes bag, but pretty much it's a bag that you will put the clothes that you wear to the race into. That could be your shoes, that could be a sweater or sweatpants if it's gonna be cold out, whatever you want for that morning clothes bag. I usually have some nutrition and caffeine as well, so that would be in a separate bag. But so for the swim, what you need, what I'm bringing is a wetsuit, a long sleeve wetsuit, so a sleeveless wetsuit, long sleeve wetsuit, swim cap, swim goggles, extra swim goggles, body glide. Those are like the main things that I put in my swim bag every single time, and I just put that in a bag just like this. So in this bag, I have 2 wetsuits, sleeveless and sleeved, my swim cap, double goggles, body glide. Another thing is if it was not going to be wetsuit legal, you may want a swim skin. For the swim that I'm going to be doing, it is definitely wetsuit legal. So then everything I need for the swim is going to be in this bag, and I know that, and I just put that in the main compartment here in this bag. So the next discipline is the bike. And for the bike, depending how far you're traveling, you may need a bike bag. And so for example, I have a bike bag right here, as you can see. And in this bike bag, it has my bike, which I had a bike shop put it into the bike bag. I have my race wheels here and over there. And then in this bike bag, it also has a gear bag. So in this gear bag, I will have my helmet, my visor, my shoes, and CO2 canisters. So that's everything that will be in here. And so this is like the mechanical things that I need for the race. Also for the bike, you definitely need nutrition. So for nutrition, I will have 4 bottles on me. So I'll have my torpedo bottle, and then I'll have 3 other bottles that will go on my bike during the race. So you need all of those, which in this bag, they just fit into this right here. So it's really nice when you do travel with a bike and bike bag that you can put all of your gear in pretty much the bike bag itself. The only downside to that is if you lose your bike, then you kind of lose everything. But I guess if you lost your bike, it's gonna be hard to race anyway. So on the bike, those are the main things. Then moving on to the run. The run, I put this in the main compartment as well. So what you're gonna need is your running shoes, a running belt for your bib number, and any nutrition you need on the run. I take a hat and sunglasses. So I have my running shoes here, and then within my running shoes, I will put my running belt inside of them, I will put my nutrition inside of them, and I will put my hat on top of them. So pretty much anything I need for the run will be within my shoes, so that they're just packed very concisely, very easy, and will be right in here. Just like that. And then a couple other things that you'll need. I didn't mention your tri-suit. Obviously, you're gonna need your tri-suit, but you usually wear that the morning of. So I packed my tri-suit, right here, and it goes in this left side where I put all of the training clothes that I'm gonna wear leading up to the race. So now a couple other things that you really should pack, but are not necessarily absolutely necessary, but would be your bike charger. Hopefully you're charging your bike before you leave, but if not, take your bike charger. If it's gonna be cold, you might want some arm warmers. Those are important. Your bike computer, if you use one, I would also make sure that you pack that and that it is charged. Your Garmin watch and Garmin watch charger is important. Here's the bike belt, or the bib belt that I was talking about earlier. Let me see what else I have in the bag here. Oh, post-race, I personally never take anything like clothing or things like that. I just go change in my room, but some people would like to take like a dry set of clothes for after the race. Oh, very important, I can't believe I almost forgot, but this goes in this side of the bag, but would be my nutrition and supplements. So caffeine, caffeine and electrolytes, I have some by Outwork Nutrition, pre-workout and electrolytes. And then also all the gels that I'm gonna be consuming during the run, and I take a little bit during the bike, so I have this as well. It'll go in there. And then lastly, right here, the electrolyte drinks and carbohydrate drinks I'll drink on the bike, so all the servings that I need, nice and compact right here. So for a triathlon, these are the main things that you will need and how I go about packing it. So again, break it down by discipline, check everything off that you need for each of those, and then just double check and make sure you do not miss anything. Speaking of missing things, I did forget a couple things. In my bike, I run tubeless tires, so I have CO2 canisters, but then I have some extra tubes just in case, and tools needed to change a tire just in case I get a flat or anything. But those are the main thing. Oh, something very important that I can't believe I almost forgot. You do not want to forget these if you're me. This is Tegaderm. This goes over your nipples to make sure you do not chafe, because having bloody nipples and chafed nipples is not fun. And so I always use Tegaderm during any race just to prevent bloody nipples and having a terrible finish line picture with blood going down my chest. All right, so those should be the main things. Let me know if I forgot anything down in the comments. We head to New Zealand tomorrow. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. As I go, I want you guys to know that you are greatly, greatly loved, and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. Let's go to New Zealand.